Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl, B Sparrow, BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. How y'all doing today? I hope that you guys are doing well and taking care of yourself. Me, I'm thankful to be amongst the living as always. And as always, if you are within the sound of my voice, I'm thankful that you are amongst the living too. Did a live stream yesterday, just out of the blue. And in the midst of the live stream, we talked about so much yesterday. Oh, wow. We talked about Umar Johnson and Hope Giselle, that situation over there. We talked about, of course, R. Kelly, that situation over there. And we just talked about a lot of things that's going on, not just in the United States of this here America, but abroad. Abroad. We talked about April hopped on the panel and she discussed R. Kelly. Of course she discussed R. Kelly. She talked about Sylvia, the blogger, and some other blogger. They got into it over R. Kelly. It was a mess, but the show was great. But in the chat room, someone mentioned Brett Favre, and we didn't get to touch on it. Now, I have not been following the story about Brett Favre, the famous NFL quarterback. I heard about it. Heard a little bit about it, but I didn't touch on it. But as I do my research, I see that it is worth talking about, honey. So, if you guys will allow me to go and fetch my article, let me just do that. And I'll be right back. Okay. Well, okay. BuzzTweet Talk Radio do not own copyright for this copyrighted material, but under Section 107 United States Copyright Office, Copyright Act 1976, this video, the music and content it contains is for education and or entertainment purposes only.
All right, I know people have been sitting there, but I got to bring this queen up here. B Sparrow. B Sparrow. I was keeping my eye on that sparrow sitting over there. Come on here. What's up, B Sparrow?
I can't call it. Y'all know I cannot call it. But found this very interesting. I forgot who brought it up in the chat yesterday. I think Together We Break Chains or either Rocking with the Truth about this quarterback, Brett Favre. According to USA Today, it's going to tell us what they know about Brett Favre and his text in the Mississippi welfare scandal. I said the Mississippi welfare scandal. And you said, now why is an NFL football player, famous quarterback involved in a Mississippi welfare scandal? Okay, well, let's find out. Okay? Listen, this article says, the state of Mississippi is suing former NFL quarterback and Hall of Famer Brett Favre and others, alleging they misspent millions of dollars that had been allocated for welfare. Newly revealed text messages from 2017 indicate that former Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant, who left office in 2020, was aware of the arrangement and that the money that was intended to help low-income families, he was aware of. After being funneled through a nonprofit, it eventually went to Favre to help build a volleyball facility at the University of Southern Mississippi, the lawsuit alleges. Favre, who had a storied 20-year NFL career with the Green Bay Packers, New York Jets, and others, has repeatedly denied any wrongdoings in the matter. So the lawsuit brought in May on behalf of the Mississippi Department of Human Services alleges that the defendants squandered more than $20 million from the state's Temporary Assistance for Needy Families Anti-Poverty Program. That's TANF. I used to get TANF. Text messages newly entered Monday in the lawsuit show that then Governor Phil Bryant was involved in the scheme and even guided Favre on how to write a funding proposal so that it could be accepted by the Mississippi Department of Human Services. Rather than the money go to the program, the suit alleges it was funneled through a nonprofit group, the Mississippi Community Education Center, to Favre and eventually spent on a new volleyball facility at the University of Southern Mississippi. Both Favre and former Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant attended the school. Favre's daughter started playing on the volleyball team there in 2017. So what do the text messages say? I'm going to tell y'all what the text messages say as soon as I come back from this break. Okay? Well, okay. This is B Sparrow and BuzzzTweet Radio. Lately, I've been using my phone to earn some extra cash for groceries, for hair care products, for cleaning products. You heard me right. I used my cell phone to earn extra cash. How do you do that, B? I'm so glad you asked. Let me tell you how. I installed the ModeApp on my phone. This app is available in the Google Play Store as well as Apple Store. Once the app was installed, I set up my Mode account and started playing music from some of my favorite artists. It's amazing that I made money just by listening to my favorite songs. And you can do this anywhere, while out and about, while traveling, or even while you are working. Search and play music from over 100,000 radio stations. Earn Mode coins while playing music and games on your phone. Redeem for Amazon or PayPal cards. You can also redeem for Visa gift cards and more. I personally prefer to use PayPal, and I cash out about $40 a month. All I had to do was listen to music and they gave me money. You can do the same thing. Hey, you're going to be on your phone anyway. Might as well get paid for it. Install the ModeApp today. An installation link can be found in the description box below.
What is up, y'all? You're listening to B Sparrow on BuzzzTweet Talk Radio.
All right, y'all, she's back and she is black. So we're talking about Brett Favre and his involvement in the Mississippi welfare scandal. And I was just about to tell you what the text messages said between he and Nancy New, who is the center's of education. Okay, let me just tell you. Okay, text messages that were filed in court documents by a lawyer for the Mississippi Community Education Center show messages between Favre and the center's executive director, Nancy New. Like, yes, N-E-W, New. What a unique name, Nancy New. And she knew all right. Okay, so dated August 3rd, 2017, the text messages include references to former Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant, and Favre seems to acknowledge some impropriety. Okay, so at 4:35 p.m., Favre texts, "If you were to pay me, is there any way the media can find out where it came from and how much? She responds at 6:26 p.m. No, we never have had that information publicized. I understand you being uneasy about that, though. Let's see what happens on Monday with the conversation with some of the folks at Southern. Maybe it will click with them. Hopefully. So then this guy on Twitter tweets this. He says, well, they embedded this in the article, so I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says, his name is Adam. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. He says, Brett Favre text Nancy New, and the text says, will the media find out that we're using welfare funds intended to help the poorest residents of America's poorest state to build a volleyball center? And Nancy New said, nah, oh yeah, the governor is fully on board. But I think this is sort of like a joke, kind of like he being sarcastic, because then he posted the real text that we just read. So he was being sarcastic, but yeah. Oh wait, there's more text. After she told Brett Favre that they never give out that information and let's see what happens on Monday, he said, okay, thanks. So that was August 3rd. August 4th, must have been Monday, she texts him back and says, wow, just got off the phone with Phil Bryant. He's on board with us. We will get this done. And he responds, awesome. I needed to hear that for sure. Wow. So this article goes on to say, and I may repeat what I just read because that's just how the article is formatted. It says, in a message the following day, New confirmed to Favre that she had just finished a phone call with Bryant, who was on board with the arrangement, like I just read. So, have any charges been brought on the matter? That's what I'm wondering. And I know y'all probably wondering that too. So according to this article, in October of 2021, after he repaid part of the money owed, Favre said in a Facebook post that he will never knowingly take funds meant to help our neighbors in need. He said, as I have said before, I will not accept money for no-show appearances, as the state of Mississippi auditor Shad White claims. I am doing all that I can to support this investigation, to make things right for the people of Mississippi, and I have shared that all I know. I have shared all that I know, which is that I was paid for 3 years of commercials that I did, and I paid taxes on the money, as I should. Of course, the money was returned because I would never knowingly take funds meant to help our neighbors in need. But for Shad White to continue to push out his lie, or this lie, that the money was for no-show events is something I cannot stay silent about. Despite all efforts to seek clarification with the auditor, he has never granted a call back or a meeting with me, but has instead only repeatedly run to the media. Prioritizing sensational headlines over seeking truth is doing a disservice to the people of our great state who deserve answers and a resolution. Signed, Brett. So, Favre added that he will never accept money for no-show appearances, and that he was doing all that I can do to support this investigation to make things right for the people of Mississippi. But what have others said about Brett Favre since the allegations emerged? Now, I found this interesting. Jeff Pearlman wrote a 2016 biography on Favre called Gunslinger, The Remarkable, Improbable, Iconic Life of Brett Favre, and urged his Twitter followers not to buy or read the book. He says, looking at it now, if I'm being brutally honest, I'd advise people not to read it. He's a bad guy. He doesn't deserve the icon treatment. He doesn't deserve acclaim, image rehabilitation, warm stories of grid glory. His treatment of Jennifer Sturger was inexcusable, and now taking money that was designated to help poor people in his state and funneling it to build a effing volleyball arena is so gross, so monstrous. I don't know how someone like that looks in the mirror. I just don't. So, sincerely, don't buy the book. Don't take it out from the library. Leave it. There are so many people better worthy of your reading hours, of your time. I prefer crumbs like Brett Favre shuffle off into the abyss, shamed by greed and selfishness. Woo, child. That there Perlman, he is encouraging people not to buy his book, which in my opinion, that's just a scam. He wants y'all to go and get it. That's just a scam. He wants y'all to go and get it. He done told y'all what was in it. Now y'all curious. And his book is going to become a bestseller. Watch what I tell you. Because people love them some Brett Favre, honey. His people love him. They're going to support him and stick up for him. Because that's what they do. Now, in May of 2020, the Mississippi State Auditor said the Mississippi Community Education Center paid Favre Enterprises $500,000 in December of 2017 and $600,000 in June of 2018 for multiple speaking engagements. The auditor's report said that upon a cursory review of those dates, auditors were able to determine that the individual contracted did not speak, nor was he present for those events. Favre initially denied the claim in the days after the audit, but then repaid $600,000 in October of 2021. So if you didn't do that, why are you repaying the money? You got $600 to let's just let this go away? At the time, the state auditor said the state attorney general could sue Favre if he didn't pay interest owed on the amount. Oh, okay. Then, in November of 2021, Favre missed a deadline to pay $228,000 in interest, prompting the state auditor to turn the matter over to the state attorney general's office. Now, who is this Brett Favre? Favre, who is 52. My grandma said, if you don't have anything to say good about someone, don't say anything at all. Played in the NFL 20 seasons from 1991 to 2010 for the Atlanta Falcons, Green Bay Packers, New York Jets, and Minnesota Vikings. A 3-time MVP, 3-time All-Pro, 11-time Pro Bowler, Favre was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2016. He threw for 71,838 yards and 508 touchdowns, both of which stood briefly as all-time NFL records, which now place him fourth on the current all-time list. Woo! So, party people, what do y'all think about Brett Favre and the Mississippi welfare scandal? Do you think that he knew what he was getting into, or do you think he was blindsided? Let your girl know, okay? So let me know what y'all think about this. Like, comment, subscribe, not just to my YouTube channel, but come on over here to my podcast on Spreaker.com, BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. Follow me there. And in return, I'll do the same. It's your girl, B Sparrow. BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. Holla at y'all, girl. Okay? Okay. Mm-hmm.